how to communicate with your horse so your horse understands you. So have you ever felt like you're just bursting to get out with your horse? You have a lot of care in you, a lot of passion, a lot of deep desire to help your horse, but you can't seem to quite get your horse to get motivated to say, yeah, I understand, and let's do it. And why is it that some riders seem to have absolutely no trouble communicating with their horses, and their horses are willing, they are there for them, while others struggle to just rustle up even so-so results? Well, today I'm going to dig really deeply into how to communicate with your horse, how to get your message across to your horse so that your horse then understands what you're saying. I'm going to actually show you how to create an ideal horse. So the first thing, I'm going to ask you a question that's a little bit kind of weird. And it's a question that I've taken from our program, because oftentimes I see riders who absolutely love their horses. They have a huge love for their horse and they do so much for their horses, but they're still overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. So this is my question. Are you doing endless stuff with your horse? And by that, I mean trying this and trying that. Because so much of what we see is riders who come to us to better themselves, right, with their horse. But what they really are struggling with is that they don't know what to do because they have this deep block within themselves. And usually it's around having an authoritative figure in their childhood. When they were children, basically, and I'm the same, I'm not excluded from this, I got messages like, you're wrong for wanting that. And how could you want that? Do you know what you actually want? This is when I see riders have a really difficult time. And what they haven't done is they haven't given themselves permission to want what they want. I want to give you an example how this worked. It was a student of mine who had a horse who was a dominant mare. She didn't like the part that the horse was very dominant. So the horse was like really fast, always walking out fast. My student was a fairly, introverted, quiet, slow person, but the horse was very fast all the time, dominant, knew exactly where she was going, what she was doing, and that frustrated her greatly. What I saw in this rider, and what I also see in other riders, is that she hadn't given herself permission to truly accept who her horse was. When we can truly accept who our horse is, that's when the communication starts, right? But before that, this rider hadn't truly accepted who she was and hadn't really realized that she wasn't even giving herself permission to love herself, to trust herself, and therefore she didn't then give herself permission to truly love her horse, trust her horse, accept her horse for the kind of horse that she was. So once she really got over those blocks and she could accept, yes, my horse is a dominant mare. Yes, my horse wants to be dominant. So how do I communicate with that type of a horse? How do I have a conversation with my mare? And when she figured that out, then she could really, really love her horse. And then the reciprocal love went back and forth. When you truly accept who your horse is, then you can really start to create the ideal relationship and your ideal horse. And that's what I mean about creating your horse. So now let's go into the actual hows. You're clear on where you're coming to your horse from, and now how to do it. Well, there's so many different ways of communicating with our horses, aren't there? There's voice, there's intention, there's words that we can use, mental images, expressions on our face. People sometimes call it body language, movement, praise, smiling. So what does it all come down to? The basis is energy, right? It's all energy. How we voice ourselves is energy. Our intention behind what we're doing is all energy, and our horses know that, don't they? Our words have impact, don't they? They have power. So the words that we choose to use, our mental images that we choose to use, expressions on our face are all just energy, which our horses pick up. With this energy, we need to have clarity, don't we? We need to know how the energy then gets reflected into our movement, and how that energy attunes our whole entire body. There are two things that on the how end of things, how you're going to do it. Number one, I already talked about, which is to accept who your horse really is. Number two is the conversation that you have with your horse. I like to have like a running dialogue between my horse. Sometimes I use words, most of the time not. It's mostly my mind, my emotions, and my body movement. When I have this dialogue with my horse, like this running that goes back and forth between us, what's in my mind, the words that are in my mind, then go through into my body, which then goes through into the horse's body, which also then goes through into the horse's mind and the horse's emotions, right? So that's the connection. That's the connection that we're talking about. If it comes out of nowhere, if you're not accepting how your horse's nature is, and there's that underlying feeling and frustration and begrudging that today she's really distracted because of those noises, that's going to come out in your movement. That's going to come out in how you communicate. And then that's going to be received. She's not going to be held in the place that she is by you. She's going to be alarmed even more, and then conclude that you're not there for her when she really needs you to be there for her. Communication is two-way. It's not just one way. It's not just a dominating behavior that's going to say, we are circling to the right now, and we're going to go at a trot. And if you don't do that, no matter what, I'm going to reinforce that until you do. It's been great to have you here. If you would like help with these types of things with your horse, then there will be a link somewhere around this video. You can click on that link and it'll take you to a schedule page where you can book a call with one of us in my program. And we will chat to you, see if we can help you with your horse and where you're at with your horse. I hope that this helps you to see how the dialogue can happen between your horse and the different levels of dialogue and the different areas and the different considerations that need to be taken. Okay, thanks so much for being here. It's great to have you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.